One could argue that all the substance and meaning in our lives result from a series of conversations. Whether we choose them thoughtfully or not, our words make our world. Whether we talk about the need for recycling and inspire action to change our world for the better, or discuss our fears of terrorism and punish ourselves with new rules and restrictions, our words profoundly influence our world and our future. With words, we can comfort a friend and help him find peace. With words, we can push others away and leave ourselves bitter and lonely. The conversations we have can inspire others to commit unspeakable acts of horror that shame the human race. When we allow ourselves to be persuaded with passionate speeches that lack reason and lack love. Or our conversations can galvanize humanity to reach heights that we once thought impossible. They can dare us to dream big and expect more from ourselves. Conversations are the source of ideas and innovation. They allow us to express our purest thoughts, our creative impulses, and find those sympathetic to our cause. And the kinds of conversations we have chart the course of the human race. In my training to be a teacher over the last 2 years, I've learned to listen carefully to the tone and word choice of the speech around me. I notice words wasted on ignorant speech and gossip, spreading seeds of discontent, and it hurts, because I know that at our best, we have faith in ourselves, and with our self-confidence, we encourage others. We work together and teach others as we solve the problems in front of us. Just as it was in the days of Socrates, today's classroom is a place for tackling the big problems with reason, debate, and questions. A student that learns to formulate a good question is a lifelong learner and a gift to the world. As I move out into the world as a new teacher, I hope to teach my students to be courageous like Copernicus, who asserted that the sun was the center of the solar system. Despite popular opinion, he was willing to speak the truth to and appeal to reason. I want my science students to see things for what they are, to say that this is a desk, at least we call it a desk, but to also say that it is an organized arrangement of slowly moving molecules, molecules packed closely enough together that we call it a solid, and that within each molecule of the solid is a collection of atoms composed of protons, neutrons, and electrons. And that amazingly enough, the man, river, and elephant in this photograph are essentially the same, except for the quantity, energy, position, and motion of these subatomic particles. I want my students to see beyond the surface to the beautiful mathematics of motion and structure in the natural world. To look around them and wonder at the structure so tiny as to seem invisible, and to think of the universe in terms too large for some to imagine. But more than that, I want my students to be curious. I should rather say that I don't want my students to lose the natural curiosity that they were born with. So as I look to the future and think about the countless hours that my fellow teachers and I put into lesson planning, reflection, and going the extra mile for our students, I maintain my faith that love and hard work are their own reward. And still, after all this time, the sun has never said to the earth, "You owe me." Look what happens with love like that. It lights up the sky.